Hello guys and welcome back to the channel. Today we're here for a new league racing season for WOR Tier 2 this season, and we're here for round 1 at Bahrain, currently on our second run of the session, and I can't lie, pace has been looking pretty decent, so I'm definitely gonna go for at least a top 10. But yeah, I think I posted a few league racing videos at the start of the game, but those were kind of pre-season. And then I didn't really post WR Tier 3 last season, as I missed quite a few races, but I will make a series out of WR Tier 2. So this is round 1 at Bahrain. We do have quite a bad calendar, in my opinion. So we've got Silverstone after this, which is fine. But then we've got Monaco, we've got Vegas, and then we've got like Mexico, Singapore, Portimao. It's a bit weird, and it's not really the tracks I like. Like we don't do Qatar, we don't do Zandvoort, we don't do Abu Dhabi, we don't do Austria. Many tracks I would have preferred, but anyway, we gotta do what we can do from here. Debut in Tier 2, of course. This is pretty much the tier before the Tier 1, of course, but Tier 1 is pretty much esports and esports devs, so some very fast guys racing in our tier. And we go P2 on a 27.48, not the greatest of laps. PB is a 2.6 heading into this. But yeah, we head onto our final qualifying run then. As we're gonna brake at the 100-meter board. Third gear, try and get the exit, although for some reason our minimum speed was really not good, and we're 8 hundredths, almost 9 hundredths down entering turn 4. We're gonna use all the curb on entry, brake in the 100-meter board, get a high minimum speed, and we lose even more time. We're 1.4 tenths down in sector 1, and we've got to remember that for the end of the session. So it's a 0.46 sector 1, as we then absolutely peak through turns 5, 6, 7 and 8, as we now go to the infamous turn 10, the downhill left-hander, and bit of a moment on exit, but we do still gain a decent bit of time, and now we're up on our delta again, so we could improve our current P4 position. We throw it into turn, I think that's 11, the left-hander, gain a bit more time on the delta, use the curve for a rotation on the inside, use all of the track available. 0.915 split, could have been a 7.7 if we had just matched sector 1. Leroy does a 27.295, and we're gonna use all of the track available at this last corner, and we absolutely nail it. And you can see we're gonna improve by nearly a tenth, which is gonna give us a 3.99 as Molnar sets a 2.49, and we end up being P6 as we are about to see, and we're 1.5 tenths off of pole. We dropped 1.4 in the middle sector, sector 1. So it could definitely could and should have been P2. Just look at that one first sector. It's really painful. But yeah, it's time to move into the race. Hard medium is the strategy. P6 on debut is not bad. You can see left it on soft, and I think Kian was on soft as well. Anyways, we have 5 lights, and we're underway for season, I think 16 in WR. And you can see I weave my wheel, and I notice I have no force feedback. And this is pretty much the worst thing that could have happened, especially for starting from in the top 6. So I just try and keep it clean. I maintain my position, try and pause and unpause. Sadly, that did not fix it. As you can see me weaving about more. We lose 2 further positions, as I just didn't want to tap anyone around by accident. So yeah, really unfortunate start. Nothing I can do, and I didn't restart my game in between the restart of the 2 lobbies. So yeah, really not sure what I've done. Oh, there was Kian on softs. He didn't. Well, he started behind us. Anyways, we let more cars go, and then I decided to turn off my wheelbase and restart it and hope that it works. You can see I got a bit frustrated um, in the bottom right on the camera. Not sure why I did a cut there, but anyway, we're back. I'm weaving again, and P6 or P15, sorry. So P6 to P15 in 2 sectors. At least we have force feedback, but it is a DRS train in tier 2, so it's gonna be very, very difficult to make any types of move here. Bit of contact there with Bogdan in front. But yeah, you can see I'm quite frustrated. And I know it's going to be really, really difficult to get anywhere near the top 10. So, yeah, let's see what we can do as I nearly lose it out of the last corner. Not what we needed in our first race lap into 2. As we head on to lap number 10 then, you can see the whole field is in a DRS train. Nothing's really changed. I think 2 guys collided, so I got up to P12 that is now. But yeah, in total, we were just sitting in the DRS train until next cut loading. Lap 14 it was. I decided to go for an undercut because I kind of have to, because the undercut I know is quite strong, and I was P12. I had to undercut to get into the points. So that is exactly what we are gonna do here. Less than half the race, so 14 laps on the hards. We're gonna do 15 on the mediums. So quite an aggressive strategy in the season opener for us, but I had to go for it. Otherwise, there's anyway no chance of getting any more points. So out of the pit lane we go. Bit of wheel spin there. As you can see, Race Imitas, if I pronounced that correctly, rejoins right in front of us. We get DRS, which is obviously gonna help us. And then by the time we reach the end of the lap, or turn 4 on the next lap actually, we're gonna go for the overtake, as he went for an even bigger undercut. So yeah, you can see in front of us is the leading train, 1.7 seconds ahead. Those were the top 4 cars pretty much. So we're close. Our undercut nearly worked, and you can see we are getting closer. 1.6 I think the gap is now. I was at 1.3 at one point. Anyway, lap 18 you can see Leoland in the Haas rejoins right in front of us. We're gonna get DRS, and I used a lot of battery as well to try and close up the Jay's DRS, which sadly didn't work. But I thought maybe I can stick into Leo's DRS and he can carry me towards the top 3 or 4, whatever you want to call it. Not top 3 or 4, like, since there's still other cars like Tom 97 for example in front that have not done a pit stop yet. So yeah, you can see Leo is straight away on the thing. We nearly rear-end him, but he's only 1.1 behind Kian, so it kind of has worked. And you can see lap 19, we're in DRS, but turn 1 I make a massive mistake, and that pretty much costs us quite a bit in the race, as I ended up dropping out of DRS range. Yeah, then lap 19, we have Sergio Sabrino behind us, and I didn't even want to fight it. I mean, he had fresher tires. I was in P12, so I was kind of anyway knowing I'll only be fighting to at least get a point if I'm lucky. So what was a bit annoying is I just sticks his nose in and then expects to outbrake, so I have to like get marbles and it makes us go slower. Um, but yeah, not much I could really do there. Lap 20 of 29, just gonna try and hold on to this 1 point here today, as jump on to lap 21. And now this is a weird incident. I wasn't reported for this because like Sergio had to brake quite a bit for Andre Molnar, so yeah, it wasn't reported, so I won't really say much more. Joris gets past us, he had fresher tires, so it didn't really matter. But what I noticed is that Andre pit on the same lap as me. He did get pole, remember, so he started from P1, but we were just dropping back on our older tires. Jack Humphrey's going for a bit of a different move into turn 11, but I just let him go because I know my fight is with Andre for P10 pretty much, or at least I didn't want to fight it to save battery at this point. As you can see, Godor Ningolo quite close behind us as well, and yeah, I've really started feeling the tire difference now with like I think that 3 or 4 lap pressure. Get a massive slide out of the last not chicane, last corner. I think it's turn 17 or something, turn 15 actually. Kodor goes up the inside. I don't really fight it, because there is no reason to fight it. We then have actually nothing. We had Ferrari and Sergio, so Tony and Sergio, they collided further back. And then, yeah, I guess that kind of helped us as well. We're currently in P10, so if I lose this position to Bogdan, I'm out of the points. So this was an interesting one, um, because I didn't know, wasn't 100% sure whether to defend or not. So he sticks his nose up the inside. I let him go. I think maybe I can get him back, but mainly also I was already focused on Andre and getting him for that last P10 spot, which we're gonna head on to the penultimate lap. I've saved up some battery, and you can see as predicted, Andre and me are completely alone now for the last points paying position. Andre started on pole. I should have been P2 about 100th off. He also said he admitted it was an absolute peak lap for him. Greatest lap in league racing so far. So kudos to him for that. But we're in race pace now. You can see I prepared the exit nicely. Use a bit of battery, but quickly decide to stop using because I still have to defend into turn 4 and turn 11. So I go to the outside since he wants the inside and picks up the marbles, which is fine for me. And I get the move done into the braking zone of turn 1. And I focus on the exit, get the exit, have the battery. And yeah, we're gonna hold on to P10 into turn 4. So now it's gonna be really difficult for Andre to find a way past us. Also, he doesn't know how much battery I have, but I do since he was flashing, meaning he is or was below 10% battery. It doesn't lunge it up the inside. I do turn in a bit early just to make sure that I don't get absolutely dive bombed. And yeah, that was pretty much it. Turn 10, fine, focusing on the clean exit, and he's way too far back. As we head into the last corner of this Bahrain Grand Prix, my debut in Tier 2, you can see Leo Lund actually wins the race. He's from Tier 3 as well, so GG's to him. But it's going to be P10 and a point in our debut in WOR. So if you did enjoy, please leave a like and subscribe to my channel. And yeah, I really enjoy these league races. But until next time, from me, it's take care and goodbye.